Hello, and thank you for watching our Taylor Wessing China Corporate Governance video series. My name is Kai Schlender, and today I'm going to talk about how foreign invested enterprises in China, or FIEs, may be allowed to take up more foreign debt if they opt for a new method of calculation of their foreign debt ceiling, the so-called net asset method. Historically, FIEs in China are only allowed to incur foreign debt in an amount not exceeding the difference between their statutory total investment and their registered capital. Moreover, the ratio between these two numbers is prescribed by mandatory regulations. For example, if the contemplated total investment of the FIE is determined as $3 million, the registered capital has to amount to at least 70% of it. That means at least $2.1 million, which has to be contributed in cash or non-monetary assets. As a result, the FIE in our example would be allowed to take up foreign debt in an accumulated amount of up to $900,000. Generally, the higher the amount of the total investment, the lower the prescribed registered capital is, whereas the lowest ratio for the registered capital is 1/3 of the total investment. Now, in recent years, the People's Bank of China has introduced a new method to calculate the foreign debt ceiling for FIEs, the so-called net asset method. Before we begin to compare the two methods, however, it is important to understand that any FIE that wishes to use the net asset method needs to first clarify with the local branch of the State Administration of Foreign Exchange whether this option is still available, and secondly, needs to expressly opt for the net asset method towards the local safe branch. According to the net asset method, an FIE may simply put be allowed to incur foreign debt in an amount of up to 2.5 times its net assets, as shown in the financial statements of the previous fiscal year. To understand the difference this may make, we can compare the foreign debt ceiling under the net asset method with that under the debt equity ratio. If we assume that the net assets of the FIE in our example are as high as its registered capital, we can see that the debt ceiling of the FIE under the net asset method would be considerably higher. Instead of $900,000, the FIE may, under the net asset method, have foreign debt of up to $5.25 million, which is of course more than 5 times the amount possible under the debt equity ratio. While this is of course an oversimplified example, it can be said that especially for small and medium-sized FIEs, as well as for FIEs with substantial net assets, the foreign debt ceiling under the net asset method may be significantly higher. In such a situation, the FIE may want to consider the possibility of opting for the net asset method with its local safe branch. Thank you for watching today's video. For more information on this topic or other China-related corporate governance issues, you may follow the link on your screen. Please also feel free to contact us if you have any questions or comments.